So we've located what might be a tent spot. It's a little lumpy.
Hello. Franklin and Jane for the Buffalo Sea. Hear a thunderstorm a brewing. So we shall set up.
It'll work for the tent pretty good.
Want it over the fire?
Not over it. What? I just hear it burn. People have those huge pans at the lodges, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like do a whole mess up quick. So I'm using some Cajun fish crisp, which is basically just like a powder. I put that in the bag with the fillets. Give it a shake up. Get the fillets nice and coated. You can just use all kinds of things, just even flour just works. And then get them nice and coated. Lay them right in that hot oil, baby. Oh yeah. Well, we might as well start pounding this.
Yummy! Walleye with a little Frank's buffalo. Just delicious. If we didn't have to portage today, it would have been a really kind of easy day overall. But after that and starting out in a thunderstorm, it finished off like just, you know, exhausting, right?
Yep.
And now we're just tired, so.
Latest night yet by far, and that is because we had a mess of fish to clean up, cook and eat after being stuck in a blasting headwind, beast paddling to try to make it to our destination today, which we actually fell a little short of. Cool day though, I guess, for the most part. The highlight was definitely this walleye hole that we found. We were just lambing fish like you'd never seen before. Like literally every cast. I'm sure there's some absolute tanks in there, but a few are really good size. Couple pike too. We just had basically finished this eddy hopping, wading, scouting, portaging adventure around this raging rapid. Super crazy high volume rapid through a mini kind of canyon almost. And then we thought, okay, we're gonna make good time, but then the current went to absolute slack and we're like, oh no, it was really beautiful, no wind, but then this crazy wind blew up after the current had already turned to slack, and then we're just like, it was like pure beast mode, getting dark, nowhere to camp, exhausted, you know, just all went to shit basically. And we ended up just like wading through the swamp and camping in this like bush site. But I managed to find like a moose trail, which is almost like a takeout a bit. So we managed to make the best of it. Earlier, the first thing, right after leaving camp, camping on top of that gigantic bluff, we just bombed this crazy rapid, which was really long, turned out to be a class 3. Huge irregular waves, some dodging. I had to spin around front ferry like right at the brink of a massive canoe eating hole. I spun back around. It was pretty exciting and pretty fun. So more rapids to come, more good fishing to come, and probably not a lot of sleep or relaxed time schedules to come, however, though. Nighty night, everyone. What's good about this is rainwater is distilled, doesn't need to be treated. There. Northern Manitoba rain.
You want to do me a favor? Pass my GoPro. It's too heavy. Well, good morning. We woke up to just a hammering rain. Last night there was a thunderstorm coming in. It carried a lot of rain. Looks like maybe it's let up. And it's a really, really cold, icy rain. And definitely different than the other days that were scorching hot. It's probably maybe about 12 degrees Celsius out right now, whereas some of the other days were 35. Good, I suppose, if we actually got up. Right.
Raining pretty hard, eh? In the cold November rain. Well, oh, that water cools down real fast. Not a nice day today. I recommend high quality steel and a full tang for the coffee stir. I'm going to be stirring my coffee today with a cold steel tanto. I'm going to go around clockwise 4 times, back the other way 4 times, and then back and forth 3 times. There you go, perfectly stirred.
What a day!
Really.
Hopefully this isn't coming.
Cheers.
Cheers. The most miserable day of the trip yet.
Yeah, maybe we should throw in a shot of whiskey in here.
Huge whitecaps. What? Huge whitecaps out here.
Well, Ted's just gone down to the water with his first load to take to the boat, and it's reported that there are huge whitecaps out there, which is concerning. So we might be windbound after breaking camp and all this shit. It's just, when I looked out this morning, it wasn't so bad, but it might have picked up. So hopefully we can make it across Loon Lake here, and then we have Chipewyan Lake, which is even bigger. So concerning.
Set the tarp up, wait it out.
Maybe. It looks sketchy just to paddle over to there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty big over there, man. Gusting too.
Yeah, like even
It's
just
almost
right
like we
here,
need to
so
backtrack to those islands and cross there. You know what I mean?
and then just stay right shore the whole way.
Right.
Yeah. Like it looks
But
like
even this crossing we did yesterday from the island might be pretty hard.
that's concerning.
They're huge, dude. They're way bigger than yesterday.
This lake's not even big.
I know.
Must be like so windy out there.
Yeah, man. It's a concern when you need to be making time, that's for sure. So sometimes you can make, you gotta make a calculated decision that's you know, always has safety in mind for sure.
Look at how much water is in the boat. Crazy. Alright. I've decided we're gonna go for this crossing. Gonna kind of backtrack a bit.
We're going to actually, instead of cross here because it's way too dangerous and big, we're gonna paddle back the way we came a bit to where the wind is blocked by this point in the island. Then make a crossing, sort of front faring into the wind, where the waves are smaller, and then hug the right shore, because that's all we have to do. We're gonna have to brunt some big waves for a bit head on, but we'll be right up to shore and much safer. And we got our dry suits on and our life jackets on, and you know, but it's definitely gonna be next to impossible to make our distance today, but hopefully we can make this crossing safely, and the next big lake we get to, maybe the wind will have died by then, hopefully, and you know, we just progress. So every little bit of progression is feels good, and you know, as long as we do it safely.
They say happiness is progression. I've heard that. Just on a trip. It's funny you should mention that. But in life, if you can just do something every day to get yourself closer to your goals or to progress in some way, it feels like a good day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is the case with an expedition, but it's also the case just in your day-to-day life. Using this Ikilos double blade paddle by Warner Paddles. Exactly what we don't need.
It's always deceiving. The waves are always bigger than you think. So hopefully this is the right move. Dude, look at them down there.
What?
Look at the waves down there, bro.
What the? It must be the current. It must be them hitting the current.
Yeah, that actually makes it way harder.
So you want to cross or you want to go down further?
I don't know, man. There's still whitecaps out there. I think to be safe, we should just go down a bit.
Okay. Well, we have made it to a little calm spot behind a point. Rain and wind, rain's actually picked up, but nothing's getting better.
After all of that, we've only made it about 1.5 kilometers.
Which means we're halfway across Loon Lake. And we're doing it, we're making progress.
Even if it's very slowly.
Which is incredible, because sometimes when I look at shore, it seems like I'm going backwards. So somehow that's encouraging, but you know, most of the time people wouldn't, I don't think would paddle in this. They'd just stay at camp. You know, like part of the problem was that we couldn't really see the way things were from camp because we were nestled into the bush, into a bay. We could kind of see, but we thought, oh, we'll be okay. And I guess we are okay, but it's you know? Like it's just but yeah, so we're just pacing ourselves. We're not panically like rushing paddling because we don't want to run out of gas in a dangerous position, and just kind of jumping the points and hugging the bays.
It's pretty chilly when you stop though now, eh?
Yeah, working up a sweat. You catch a chill when you stop.
Rain just picked up again. Imagine we did this in pajamas.
Back at it again here after a short break. A spot with no wind, and it's just seeming stupid. There is current here, and I think the wind is coming in against the current, which is creating more waves. So I think that once we get past the flow and into Loon Lake proper, that the waves might not be as big. Oh my god, it looks like they are. I see some like hard ground over there. Maybe we can kind of front ferry across here and then give up. Because we got a bit of a crossing, but it's kind of sketchy, so stay a little closer to shore while kind of using the wind almost like a river, varying, let the wind push us along the shore a bit more. Oh, some big waves. Sketchier coming through this section, a bit faster because it's on a total headwind. Eat on the go. We're going to try to get across here, about halfway across. Maybe it's a bad idea. Well, if we make it across this lake and this it'll be a f***ing victory. Oh, the shore! Okay. We did it! Finally made it across Loon Lake. Just exiting out here, back into the South Seal River. hardest 3 kilometers of the trip, though, eh?
I think the hardest 3 kilometers I've paddled, except for maybe on the Beaufort Sea.
Oh yeah, well, that's for sure. We were almost dying out there, though.
Right.
That was though, eh?
This is a very bad day.
Did you see turning around the bend? I started going into them. I'm like, oh, I can't. I had to turn, and there was just some huge rollers.
Yeah, we went faster for a bit there because we were surfing a little, but like broadsiding us, and so it was way sketchier.
Well, shall we?
I thought you'd never ask.
Hope you never know. We are just pulling up to Chipewyan Lake. We banged off about 10K.
We're gonna have to stop on this point here.
The wind and waves look huge. Chipewyan Lake is much larger than Loon Lake.
Loon Lake was only 3 kilometers across, whereas Chipewyan, like, even though we could stick to the left a bit here, it's much bigger. Like the wind has a lot longer to build, so it just looks crazy.
We're trying to take the time to build a catamaran again. Paddling into a headwind is likely futile, more effort than it's worth. So we might get closer, have a bit of a look. We might try to hug the shore, but probably we're gonna post up somewhere nearby here in a muskeg swamp and wait for the winds to break. If they don't break, we'll just end up camping here and getting an earlier start on tomorrow.
Brutal, eh?
Yeah, so Ted just went and peeked around the corner in the wind. He says it doesn't look good.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but
Battling it up the shore.
Chipewyan Lake is a no-go, which is really discouraging. It's just absolutely blasting wind.
We're gonna have to post up here. We made it 10K, so we didn't fall too far behind, but yeah, I think we're windbound. We'll cross this lake when it becomes safer, because right now it's just dange.
What do you think? Looks like it might be really deep here though. Like, look at the size of these willows. Just looking for a spot, maybe we could put the tent or set up the tarp or something. Just found these really old tin cans. People have been here many years ago.
Pulled into these flooded trees here, and we're both starting to get a chill, so I'm gonna try to get camp set up, getting some dry clothes. Somehow my legs are still soaked, maybe just from sweat through my dry suit, I don't know. We're gonna try to move fast and you know, get a tarp set up, get a good camp rigged up, get a fire going, and hopefully get some hot chocolate going. Found evidence of an old campsite. Could have been some other people were windbound here. Could have been from the winter too, I suppose.
Is there a tent here? Is there a tent here?
So we got a bit of a chill. It is not the nicest July weather. And so we're gonna chug some booze to really take the edge off of the misery. Look, they say that booze, like, you know, it actually doesn't help with hypothermia, but it's not like we're about to die out here.
I think it makes it worse, actually, but you know.
They say it does, but I think one shot's fine.
I think it's okay. And then, you know, you'll care a little bit less about how, like, sad and wet and cold you are.
Good, eh?
Yeah. It is good.
Got my Boreal 21 folding saw here by Agawa Canyon. We're looking for standing dead wood. Timber.
Tarp, hey, eh?
Good shot.
Well, and it also makes good money, right?
Yeah.
Right?
More wood over there.
Saw it like 5 strokes. It's weird.
Tori has a friend named
Muddy?
nice and dry. Put that. Cold steel Hudson Bay axe. It's used by the Hudson Bay Company. This is roughly the same size axe the Voyageurs carried. Perfect for canoe trips, particularly ones to Hudson's Bay.
day. We're on schedule. Getting that drone shot might be something. Yeah.
So we are officially windbound on Chipewyan, and we thought maybe pulling over here the wind would die, but you know, we decided because it's late in the day just to set up camp because it's just not dying, and even if it does, it's gonna be like freaking 11 o'clock, so what's the point at that point?
Miles is like, what's up? It's like, she's so nice, like over there making them dinner, like how do you see? Fight over which one had more marshmallows in it. How to see, how to see, oh, how to see, how to see.
Well, I was thinking I was never going to get around to drinking any of the hot chocolate with the hot weather we had. But here we are, drinking the hot chocolate. Dad, you want some hot chocolate?
Sure.
Get it in you, bud.
Well, if you dump it in, you'll probably have to dump some out if it's too much. Do it. Got one meal or two?
Two.